Good afternoon, all. In the previous video, we have seen that how we can create a list and some of the operations which can be performed on the list. We will move ahead and see more operations which can be performed on the list. First of all, we will see two operations. One is append and then extend. What is basically an append is, suppose we have created a list which is having 5 values and now we want to add another value at the end of the list. Then this operation append can be used. Now as you can see in this program how an append is used. This is a list which has been created having 4 values. We just put the name of the list li.append. Append is an operation which is predefined for list class, so li.append, and then we give the value which we want to put into the list. This value is inserted into the list at the end of the list. So this 20 will go after 10. It will go at index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this way it will go at index 4. So to see how it works, if I write li dot, you see all the operations which can be performed on list comes itself. We choose append, li dot append is chosen, and then whatever value we want to put is given at the end. So now at this time we have given 100. So 100 would be inserted after 20. First 20 would be inserted because of this first append, then 100 would be inserted. If I print the value of li, it will print now 2, 4, 9, 10, 20 and 100. This print will print this value. Similarly, we can also, like we did concatenation of the list by using a plus symbol. Similarly, if there are two existing lists and we want to put the values of one list into the another list at the end, this can be done by using a function extend also. How does it work is, suppose there is another list which is having 2 values, and it is not necessary that an integer should extend an integer only. It can be a different type of values. Therefore over here we have taken a string. Suppose there is a list which is having 2 values, high and phi. This li is extended using the values of li2. And how does it use this is li dot extend li2. Remember that it does not give any change in the part of the list which is being passed as an argument. So how does this extend work? Let me make it more clear to you. When we write li dot extend, li dot extend, what we have to give, we have to pass as an argument the list which we want to add to li. So over here there is a list li2, so I am again using it just to explain it, that li dot extend li2. So extend takes an argument which is a list itself, and it extends the list which is calling this function, which is calling this operation extend. Okay, now there is another important operation which can be performed on list, which is called a sort. How does this sort works? It arranges the values itself in ascending order, that is means from lower to higher, that is in an increasing order. For example, if this is a list of integers, it would be arranged to ABCD. If this is a list of this was a list of strings, it is arranged to ABCD. If this is a list of integers, it is arranged from 0 to higher values. So how to use this operation? This is called sort. Sort, what does this sort do? This sort function sorts the values in the list in an ascending order. This is li3 is sorted and li4 is sorted. Okay, and remember, when I have extended this, there is no change in li2. This operation print li2, there is no change because of extending li2 remains the same. Now when I run this program, you see this is the first print li. See the output, 20 has to be appended. See, 20 has been appended. In this print li, 100 has to be appended in this list, 100 is appended. See, and now list has changed. It changes the list is changed. Sorry, there is something has been typed by mistake. Let us delete what has been typed. Okay, now you see in this case, what we are doing is we are extending by putting the values of li2. You see the values of li2 has been included over here, and these are two lists which have been sorted. These are in sorted order, and see there is no change in the list 2, that is li2. We have used it to extend the first list, but there is no change in the list itself. So this is how we can use an append, we can use an extend, and how we can use a sort function. There are other functions also in the list. We'll be seeing it now. Taking this more further, let us see a program by which we can take an input from the user. We have already made a program in which the list is created by using an assignment statement. Now we will use this append function along with the for loop so that user can give the values to the list itself. Okay, so how do we do it? There is a simple method. We create a list which is an empty list. We create a list by giving the name of the variable and making it an empty list. Now suppose if we want to have 5 values, then we will run a loop for 5 times. For it we use the simple for loop for I in range of 5, and each time we call a input function, that is a is equals to, that is input function inpu2, and we put the value which is being inputted from the user in any variable. In this case we are putting it in a variable called a, and the value which has been inputted from the user is appended into the list C, li.append. So in this way we can take the input from the user to give the values into the list. If we print the value, this is printed. Now again, if we want to put something, we can append it. If we check it, we can check, and when we check what is the type of the value which has been inserted into the list, remember by using an input function, everything by default is a string, so everything becomes a string by default. Now if I run this program, you can see enter value, I enter an integer value, we should have clear the screen to make it more visible. Let's do it. Just hold on. Yes, now you see this is a list. It has been printed. By appending it gives this, and if I check the type of variable 0 of type, it gives a string, because when we are using an input function, everything becomes a string in by default of an input function. Okay, so this is how we can use different operations on the list. We'll be seeing more operations, that is how we can delete different values from the list, how we can use an insert function along with append. Also we have seen append, but we'll be seeing how we can use an insert function also. So that's all in this video. We'll be posting the next video soon. Thank you.